I'm in the West Midlands today at the Birmingham end, the northern end of HS2. You can see here some of the construction taking place. This is the Curdworth Viaduct North section, and it's all part of the rather large Delta Junction. The Delta Junction is HS2's enormous triangular shaped junction that's being constructed to the east of Birmingham near Water Orton and Coles Hill. Grade separated junctions weave their way through a landscape of existing railways, rivers and nearby motorways. The M6 meets the M42 around the same spot. It really is huge and complicated, with several viaducts, 13 in total, and spans, 136 in total, using over 2,500 precast concrete sections. And if you zoom into a track diagram, you can see that there aren't 2 tracks here, but there's 4, 2 in each direction. To the west, trains will go to and from Birmingham Curzon Street, and to the north is the connection up to Manchester. To the south of the Delta Junction is Birmingham Interchange Station, and the 4 tracks go all the way down to that. But today, we're going for a look around and get up close with the northern part of the junction. So I came here this morning by train, came to Coles Hill Parkway, and then we drove the short way from Coles Hill to the site. And it was at that point, just going through a gate, that you started to get an idea of the scale and the size of the Delta Junction. And now we're getting up close. You can really start to understand just how enormous this is. It's an incredibly complicated junction. I'm trying to get my head around it. I sense I'm going to have to draw a map. What I haven't worked out yet is which parts are single track and which parts are double track, because you have your piers, which are basically they support the viaduct or the deck. There are piers, some are single and some are double, and then up on the deck, which we're about to go and walk into again, some of it is single, some of it is double. There's a board over there with it all written out, but we're going to go for a walk, I believe, and then I think we're going to go inside one of the deck segments. Now my friend Chris from Engineering Focus is here, and he chats to one of the site supervisors to find out how these piles are actually constructed.
So we start with the piles, so we use SV3 as a subcontractor. A lot of the pillars you see they'll do 2 runs of 3 piles, so 6 in total. Then what we'll do is we'll excavate those out and we'll do pile cap trimming, which is a process where we use a resipu chemical, which is a grout that we pour into the pillar, and that causes it to have a hairline crack and weaken up, and then we can use a splitter to separate those. That's how that's done. Once we do that, we start building the cage around it. The cage itself is self-contained within the sheet piles underground, and what we do is we form the shape with reusable and biodegradable materials. These can be polyform and cardboard that are used, and then we pour that as a solid entity with a small kicker on the top. And then what you see is, as you look at the pillar, you'll see that would be the ground level that we'd build up.
And I'm starting to realise, instead of just a localised map, I need a map of the whole of HS2. There will be a map and a diagram, because I've been chatting to them saying, you need to help me draw your map, because I'm not sure whether the bit we're standing on right now is the up or the down. North is that way, south is behind me. But I was just asking, are trains running in this direction or in this direction? Because it's quite wide, and for me in a traditional railway, this looks wide enough for 2 tracks. And they were like, no, this is for 1 track. Like the span, the width of it is really quite wide, because it needs to be just to fit the 1 high-speed track. So there's a pier being worked on there right now, and there are some surveyors, and they've got their GPS equipment, because everything is mapped out perfectly so that it's like millimetre perfect, where each pile goes into place. And then the foundations, we didn't call it foundations, you called it the piling. The piling.
The pile cap, yeah.
The pile from the pile cap goes between 14 to 16 metres deep, so it can go 16 metres down. I'd call it the foundation.
The foundation.
In effect, that's the foundation.
Yeah, and that's what spreads the weight, but some are thicker and thinner than the others, depending on the structure we're building on it.
Okay. We're just reaching the end of the deck. I'm standing. I'll do a shot of my feet. My feet are right the side of the grout line. You can see here the sections are about maybe 2-3 metres wide, and they need access inside to put these sections together, and that's why the deck which I'm standing on is hollow, and I believe we're about to go down inside the deck, which is kind of incredible. Okay, we're going down some steps. Thank you for holding the gates. We're going down. We're going to go down and inside the deck. Mad. That's great. That's great. So we're now inside the section that we were walking up on top of a moment ago. So this goes all the way down?
All the way down, yes.
And every deck has this, a hollow section.
Yes.
You can go all the way through every deck.
Yes.
That's incredible. I'm just trying to imagine a time in the future when it is empty, there's no one in it. But every now and then you'll get the rumble. Rumble might be horrendously loud of a train going overhead. Goes all the way down. And we're back outside alongside another deck. More piers. We're just taking a moment out. This is Chris. Hello, Chris.
Hello.
From the Rail Focus channel.
Focus.
Rail Focus channel. You've done a lot of HS2 videos, haven't you? In fact, quite a lot of things I've learned about HS2 have been from your channel.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, it's safe to say I've done quite a lot of HS2 over the past 2 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, inside out, hopefully.
And we've been chatting over the last couple of months because we've been working on a secret HS2 map, haven't we? Because I was getting confused by like how many bridges and viaducts and tunnels there are. So what have we drawn together?
So hopefully we've managed to map all of the major viaducts and tunnels and some of the more major bridges as well. I'm hoping.
We're hoping. So we've been working on this together, but we know it's not 100%. There's some bits that maybe need updating or correcting, right?
If somebody has a better understanding of where the bridge location is than we do. We've tried our best, but it is such a big project that mapping the whole route in one go is quite a challenge. It's been labour of love.
It has been labour of love, but that is what we tried to do. So I would have splashed it up on the screen a second ago. There's a link to my download page. You can go and download the PDF of this HS2 map. If you want to leave some constructive feedback,
yeah, welcome.
Leave us a comment, and I'll put a link to Chris's channel as well.
Thanks very much.
It's huge, isn't it? The Delta Junction is just massive.
Mind-boggling.
It's mind-boggling.
Can't get my head around it.
Yeah.
And I've done a lot of HS2.
You've done a lot of HS2 stuff.
I'm still, confused.
You should watch more of your own videos.
So loads of links in the description. Thanks for watching.